Hello everyone and welcome to PK Reviews Gravity Builder Green Shadow by Generation Toy, and this is part 6, and here we are taking a look at Crane, the last of the parts. This will be the last video of individual parts for this set, and then we can move on to the main event. So as you guys see, Crane comes with the gun for the combined mode, which has an additional function to it, which I will start with because why not? And that requires this piece. As I did last time, I fixed it so that there's no mold flash preventing it from unfolding. I can now unfold it all the way, roll it around, fit it into place, really tight joints still, and there's our chest shield. And it'll sit down here like this because this can use it to become a gun emplacement. You do that, and then these are very tight on these joints, but they pop up, and they're very tight on that end too. I don't want to break these things because it's thin, very bendable plastic there, but to make his emplacement mode, you gotta do that. There we go. Next, this piece matters, and then it'll fold there, and this piece folds out, and that's what this is for. It plugs on like that, and that. Actually, it probably plugs on the other way better, so it plugs on. As you know, this is my first time messing with any of these. I just pulled them out of the box. I've not done anything with them other than that. That's a tight joint that does not want to plug together. It might need some adjustment, but since I'm not using this too vigorously, I'm just going to plug it together that way and let it stand. This rolls like this. This little piece will roll up here. These two little bits on the side here, if you can get a grip on them. Let me find my knife here. Did I set it? Ah, there it is, off to the side, way over here. All right. Tool here to pry them out. There's little handles. These roll up and around into little shields. And there you have it. A little gun emplacement made out of some of the spare parts. I'm going to set that aside and just let it be as it is. Alright, I've lost focus here. That's focused. I think it might be trying to focus on the guys in the background now. It might have too many back there. But, okay, here is now the main piece. Crane. Green, purple, clear. I think you guys know all the things I can say about it at this point. It looks great, feels really great, and, you know, it's hooked through and through. That raises. This whole thing extends there. That's all it does, is extends that much, which is not super high, but hey, every little bit counts. Push it in, fold it down, you know. It can fold up, it can rotate. That way it bumps into the back here if you fold it that way. And it folds out. Alright. So, now that we've looked at this guy as a truck, let's try and figure him out as a bot. So, as you know, I'm not going to touch the instructions unless I have to, but they are over here, so I don't keep you guys waiting on a transformation. As far as I know, I I'm only going off of what I know based off of watching previous video reviews and, you know, keeping up with the Joneses. So, pop that loose, roll it this way, push it in. Once it's in all the way, it should have the clearance to roll the rest of the way down. Though mine's not popping in all the way right there. Let me take a look. It's just really tight on that last bit. There it goes. Now it'll roll the rest of the way in. Just like that. That's bending right there for some reason. I'm going to unroll it a second and see what's happening there. If I can. Oh, that's tight. Alright, there's this little tab folded under there that looks like it's pushing up on it a lot more than it should. It also looks necessary to lock it in back here, isn't it? It doesn't look very necessary, does it? It's pushing me up against this, which doesn't fold anymore, so I'm going to assume this tab is supposed to be the other way around, and to get to it I'm going to have to move his arms. So let's split his arms. Detach this piece from there, I believe. And this piece from there. That gives it the room to roll out like that, which allows me to get to this little piece, which I'm just going to assume is for his combine mode, but it is getting in the way of his bot mode, so I'm going to leave it folded out, push this all the way in. There we go. And now that doesn't look like it's putting an intense amount of pressure on bad places. Alrighty. So that was a bit of a goose chase on the side. Let's see what this next thing. Let's just let's take these ladders and move them out of the way, maybe. I guess if we just fold them up like this, they look fine. I'm hoping that's out of the way enough. We'll see in a second here. This is going to fold all the way up, probably. So it does that. That. Oh, maybe. There's his arm. Maybe it rotates all the way around the other way. And there's his arm. His arms are confusing me right now, so I'm going to mess with his legs and come back to those. Let's see. This panel looks like a panel up here. Let's just move you back further so I'm not bumping into you. This ought to be the first one I'm fumbling with, isn't it? Compared to some of the other work I've done. Let's just move this out of the way then. Hello. There's Devastator. Let's just tap Devastator's head back together, hiding back there. Roll up his head and go ahead and fill in this part like so, just because it's looked to be in the way. These feet are tabbed in somewhere to each other and to the legs. There we go. Untab, pull the feet out of the way, get them out of the way. There we go. Now I see these pieces are supposed to come loose from the front for sure. They're attached together. Very tight. Maybe if I bend, if I bend the knees, that loosens them and they come loose. Of course, work smarter, not harder. Anyways, I'm going to look up these arms because I'm at loss here. But I will finish the legs first, just to knock them out. That does that and that. These, I believe, yeah, they're folded around the side, up, and against the side. That's something you see a lot. It's untabbed panels on the side of legs. That way. Okay. It's very common in this set. Oh, hey there. I don't know what that opens for, but I'm sure we will find out in the finale, probably. Alright, fold his foot in. Yeah, let's fold that wheel in. Does it go further? Nope, it just goes to there. That doesn't feel right. Okay, we'll leave the wheel out for now. I see a panel here that folds down, I believe. Yes. And a hook here that'll fold in and let that past. And I'm going to find out. Yep, those wheels stay where they are for this mode. So, yeah. While I would think them rolling all the way in would have been nifty, no such luck. I don't even know why they're joined. Maybe they hide in gravity builder mode. So we have our legs. Almost. The instructions, while looking for a solution to the arms, point out that I did miss something on the leg. That's that this leg, actually, both legs rotate around at that joint. And that's great. This leg opens up, 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 and there's his little gun. Then these will fold in. I believe that over that. Nope, other way around. That means I try this out because that is lower than it needs to go. There it goes. This one, right? Nope. Maybe. Yep, that one. Then that one. Then this. Making it shorter so that it sort of matches. Doesn't really lock in, but gravity will keep it down. Alright, so with that, it's time to figure these arms out. I have no idea. And this isn't locking into place, so... There's got to be some secret to this that I have not found right now. Ah, there's a little tab back here. Maybe that plugs in down here. It just sort of rests in place back here. Anyways, so the arms I'm going to cheat and use the instructions for because these make no sense to me. They will roll down like this. Those panels don't do anything. Oh, they're meant to be attached to those a little better. Alright, those panels open. There we go. His hands fold out. Let's get a little bit of help so I don't rip my fingers up. There we go. Now, it says these should go backwards. Whatever. Maybe it helps with that back piece. So probably does this not being straight up. All right. Now what? Dang. What indeed. Okay, so it untabs from these. And these rotate all the way down like this. And there's panels on back. Yes, there are. That fold up Oh, I see. That's what was confusing me, this big hole in the front. But these panels roll around and fill it in. Get closer on this. This little panel rolls around and fills in his upper shoulder. Not very securely. This still wobbles like heck, but you know, I see what they're going for. And then just out of sheer desire to just be official about it. Okay, they did fold that up eventually. The piece that's up right here. Just not until way later. Anyways, these fold down and around. Hang off the side of his arms like that. And then this piece. Back here, this black piece, this is attached to. Let's fold this up and then this will pop loose. Okay, it'll roll around. And that pegs into that piece that we folded out earlier. Now seems like they just wanted to leave it bent earlier. Alright, there we go. Plugged in. And it wants this guy. Huh. Okay, it says there's a lot of ways to handle this thing. Slide it off and make it into a handheld thingamadoodad. Leave it hanging off his back at an angle so that it's, you know, tripoding him. And put it over his shoulder. But for now, I'm going to put it on back as a tripod. Because the others don't interest me. If they interest you, open your mouth and I'll take a look at it in the next. Oh, and flip out these heels right here. There we go. No real inward motion there, unless there's something I'm missing. Gotta be. There we go. Yeah, these fold in against the back and do that. That's what I thought, but, you know. Oh, with some cat hair. There we go. And now, there is his robot mode. Alright. So let's give him a gun. A gun. Okay, let's do this on camera. We pull out the little barrel. Sticks out like that. Fold out the handle. It's a cute little gun. I guess that's why they gave him the big gun with him. You know, not leave him with just this tiny little pea shooter. Okay, and let's just hand him that. These hands are super tight on some of the later figures. Scrappers are very loose fingers, but everyone beyond that, man, oh man. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, it looks really good. I love the paint apps on it. And he just, you know, looks like he's meant to be here, meant to try and destroy things. Full on Constructicon way. I actually have to say he's one of my favorite looking ones. I still think Navi's probably my favorite overall of the look. The proper Navi, not dump truck Navi. And yeah, let's pull in some of his other forms so that we can compare. As you know, I like starting off with Make Toys. I'm gonna move this. There he is next to Make Toys. I always one of my only regrets with this set to make toys ones was I always wished his head had more black on it. But yeah, they look pretty good together. Both very different takes on it, but you know, it works. Move him aside and let's knock him back over. Bring in TFC. Seriously, guys, can you really tell me why this guy and why the TFC stuff gets praise? I mean, well, not really praise, but some people out there think it's better than even the Takara one, and the Takara, I'm getting on a tangent. Anyways, let's set this aside and bring in our friend Takara. I know it's more hollow than TFC one looking, but it's just so much better to mess with. But I digress. Anyway. And finally, let's put him next to Big Daddy, who's got his gun knocked loose. Anyways, they look great. They both do. I think that Generation Toys Gravity Bow is a very nice stylized version. The current best Devastator still goes to Toy World. But, you know, Fans Toys is tempting to put another one out, and I'll grab that too and compare it to all my Devastators. You know, so we'll talk more on that in the full combined mode review, which it's getting kind of late, so I'll probably shoot that in the morning. I should have these uploading overnight, and you know, hope you guys enjoy. Click like, subscribe, and just, you know, any help you could give me, any suggestions, any input, and any requests for reviews, and I will take a look at it. So until then, PK signing off.